All right, we go to the world of college football, and I want this to be on the record because student of the game Kyle Nash has the gall to call me a coward. Look,
Audacity.
if Colorado or UCF actually decides to get ranked at some point, maybe I'll put them in our picks, but you know the rules here, Kyle. But as I did for Mike last week when we speed picked just winner or loser, I'll throw these pathetic football squads the crumbs, and we'll go around the horn and predict 3-1 Colorado at 3-0 UCF Saturday 3:30 on Fox. Just win or lose, Sean. We'll start with you.
So you're saying I'm just going win lose?
Win lose, no spread, none of that.
This does not count for our picks as well.
And what am I picking? Sorry, I was distracted by the fact that the Phillies still keep throwing Taiwan Walker out there. Keep
Colorado.
Like, how many
UCF.
runs?
They're all still drunk from last
Colorado,
night.
UCF. Well, part of me just really wants to get Nash fired up, but I'll take UCF for the win.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, I'll take UCF straight up since they're 15-point favorites.
Jesus.
Go EJ.
I'll take UCF also too for that reason.
All right, Mikey B.
UCF via boat race.
Yeah, if you think today's the day where I'm going to start picking Coach Prime's team,
I mean, bet the over in that.
Your
game.
future head coach.
I was going to say you need him to lose so he can replace McCarthy.
Exactly.
Wrong.
No, because
Prime time.
as horrible as the idea of that would be, he's not going to go anywhere where Shador isn't going to be under center, and Cowboys already have too much money wrapped up in their quarterback.
Over under
but
on
they
that
might
is
have a high enough pick
63.
to take
that.
The
Take the
over
over?
on that game is 63.
Yeah,
Over.
Take
They'll
that.
Still
hit that.
take the over.
Easy.
They'll hit that before the half.
Right.
Yeah, without question. All right, let's see. Joe says UCF. Devin says Colorado. Devin, you.
Come on,
I'm moving
Devin.
I'm moving Colorado though for
Damn
the
it.
record.
You would.
Shocker.
All
Devin's
right, let's go to the
shocked.
games that actually matter. Number 20, Oklahoma State. They are 3-1. They travel to number 23, Kansas State, also 3-1, a 5-point home favorite. Over under in this one, 55.5 Saturday noon on ESPN. Sean.
Oh, well, it's a Big 12 game, so shoot the over, boys.
Yes.
Take that. And, I don't know, this should be a fun one, I think. Oklahoma State is just doing what Oklahoma State does. But, man, I've been watching I got to watch a couple late-night games with Kansas State, and I love that kid at quarterback. I like everything they're doing. I think they're exciting. I'm going to take K-State with the 5 points. They're going to cover that, and they're going to roll forward 1 Wildcats.
All right, Matt.
Yeah, I like the over. Both of them have like decent enough defenses, but I think both of them have the offenses that are going to make that a non-factor. So give me the over. I will take Kansas State to cover the spread.
All right, EJ.
Yeah, obviously the over is the play here, of course. If you're going to bet, especially bet the over, but I'm going to take K-State as well.
All right, Mikey B.
Student of the game, Kyle Nash, also has Kansas State in the over. I will be the contrarian so far. Give me the Cowboys. Give me Oklahoma State and the over.
Oh, one Cowboys team has to win this week. I guess.
Yeah, look, Kansas State did not look good last week, and I think that's going to carry over. I think Oklahoma State's a better team. I think they're going to cover. I think they're going to win, but without question, take the over.
Kansas State got boat raced by a bunch of Mormons.
Yeah.
They did. The Stormin' Mormons.
Yep.
Joe has K-State and the over. All right, next one, 3:30 Eastern time on Peacock. I wish Kyle was here to hear me say that.
Right on the cock.
Number 15, Louisville. They're 3-0. They are at number 16, Notre Dame, who is also or who is 3-1, a 6-point home favorite. Over under 48. Sean, go ahead.
Well, unfortunately for my pulse and heart rate, I could see this one being a good one too. But I'm hoping not, because I think Notre Dame, like for what semblance of a circle game they may have had on the schedule, I think that team remembers last year. Not only that, but with the one loss, your back's already against the wall. I think this is one of those, obviously USC is an automatic circle, but I think kind of the chance to get a little revenge and do it on your home field. I think I think Notre Dame comes to play. I think it's going to have a similar vibe to A&M, and I think that they push them around and they do it the right way. Give me the Irish to cover. And what's my over under 48?
Yeah.
Yeah, why not? We'll give up some sloppy points and it'll hit that 48.
All right, very good, Matt.
Yeah, it's interesting here just because the offense for Louisville has been pretty good. Granted, it's against Appalachian, Jacksonville State, and Georgia Tech, so not necessarily the defense that Notre Dame has. So I want to take the under just because of how good Notre Dame's defense has been. It just is a little concerning. I'll still take it. And like Sean said, I think this is one that Notre Dame has been waiting on for some time. So give me Notre Dame minus the points and the under.
All right, very good, EJ.
No, I think Notre Dame win the game, but this is gonna be a field goal game. So give me Louisville on the points, but I will also take the under
Mikey B.
Why do you say it like that?
because
An
No.
idiot.
He
Maybe
started doing it last week,
you missed last week's show. Then Matt, you don't get it.
for God's sake.
You missed last week's show, Sean. That's why.
Well, I mean, it's better than the slight under bit from last year, I guess.
Well, this that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing.
They
That'll
both-
never go away.
Just don't
They-
do that with the voice, okay?
They
It would
both
just,
sting.
Yeah,
Just
creepy.
one or the other.
it's like the podcast equivalent of a bad touch, is what it is.
I said what I said.
We're bordering on stranger danger there, E-Jaws, all right?
Especially when you're in a windowless van.
Yeah, it makes
God.
sense. Student of the game, Kyle Nash takes the Cardinals of Louisville and the
Very
under.
On brand.
I am taking Notre Dame in the over because
Homer.
I don't think Louisville can stop the offense.
Riley Leonard did realize last week that he can throw the football. Like he did remember that was a thing.
Hey, I can do this.
Hey, that's what my hands and arms
Hey,
do.
it's where the forward pass was invented and now rediscovered. You know?
Right.
I mean,
That's-
Riley Leonard has also played against Louisville before, so
Yes.
I'll take that into account for my prediction.
Yeah, I mean, look, for some reason, under Marcus Freeman, Notre Dame has a tendency to play down to lesser teams. It has caught them more than once. Notre Dame under Marcus Freeman also, plays up for bigger games. I think he has more wins against top 15 opponents in 3 years than Brian Kelly had in 10. So, and that's not hating, Kyle. That's just a fact. So this to me feels like a game that Notre Dame gets up for, like they did against Texas A&M. So I like Notre Dame to cover, and I will also take the over on this one. I think the offense is going to utilize their weapons. I think the defense can maybe make some points as well. I mean, here's the thing: Louisville also, spoiled a season last year on the road for Notre Dame. So there's a lot of reasons this game has been circled on Notre Dame's schedule going into this season, and I think they're gonna do what they need to do this weekend. Devin has Notre Dame in the over. Joe, my goodness, Joe, even as a Notre Dame fan, has Louisville on the points, but Notre Dame wins. So
PTSD.
So I think gutsy like to take like, the
PTSD.
win to be like Notre Dame's going to like to get it within 6 points and then be like, but I know we're still better. It's
yeah,
always just baffling.
I don't need that kind of a game this Saturday. So
No, it's just crush them.
just do what you're supposed to do. All right. The big one this weekend in the SEC. This one's Saturday, 7:30 Eastern time on ABC. Number 2, Georgia 3-0. They're a 2-point road favorite at undefeated 3-0. Number 4, Alabama. Over under on this one is 48.5. Sean.
There's some real barn burners out there this weekend. Holy
I
smokes.
can't wait. It's gonna be a great
This is
weekend.
going to be one heck of a Saturday. Yeah, I don't know. Part of me wants to say, like, I think just looking at it, I keep seeing Alabama, and I'm like thinking it's some kind of super sexy pick to take Alabama. I don't think either one's that much sexier than the other. I just think Georgia's still the better team, and I think Georgia's playing well, and I think that in this matchup, I don't know that the road really scares Georgia. They know what that environment's going to be like. Give me Georgia. I'm taking them obviously to cover the 2. I'm not concerned about the 2, but yeah, give me Georgia to pretty much roll, and that over under. I'm going to take the under. I know the SEC's been pretty high scoring, but I I think it's better for everyone if this one's. It's going to be a heart attack kind of game, and it's going to be low scoring. I think both teams are going to have trouble moving the ball.
All right, very good, Matt.
Yeah, I'm going to take the under on this one. I think that I know both teams have been scoring in bunches, not so much Georgia their last game, but prior to that they were. I think that they are the better team. We've seen how Milroe performs when he goes up against a very stout defense. So I will take Georgia minus the 2 and the under. A significant under.
Not slight.
Not slight.
Not slight.
Very good, EJ.
No, I can't for this one. This is gonna be a bummer. I cannot wait. Yeah, Georgia. But both are biased, to be honest with you. But Georgia definitely to win. In a great game. They'll cover the spread slightly, but I'll definitely take a slight under as well.
Yeah, I saw they were both off last week. I was like, man, they set this one
They
up.
said absolutely.
Yeah,
Everyone's healthy.
schedule
Everyone's
makers knew what
rested,
they were
everybody's
doing.
playing.
Yes.
they knew what they were doing. Mikey B.
Kyle says roll Tide in the under.
Ooh.
I'm gonna say
Alabama.
I'm gonna say that neither of these teams win the SEC, but I'm gonna take Georgia and a significant under in a 9-3 final.
Nothing is over.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing. Georgia has been tested a little bit this year, also on the road. So I don't know if it's a road game that scares them or just all the blue in the stadium at Kentucky. We know how people from Georgia feel about blue. But Alabama hasn't really been tested, and they still struggled. I think it was a couple weeks ago against South Florida. So Georgia's the better team. I think they get the job done. So I'll take them to cover and win. I will also take the under. I think that both offenses are still working to find themselves and find their rhythm. I think defense is going to be the name of the game in this matchup. Devin has Georgia in the over. Joe has
Alabama.
and the under.
This feels like a 24-20 game.
Is that a
honestly.
Forrest Gump soundbite?
It is.
Yeah. It's every time I think about picking it, I hear that exact clip
Yep.
in my head.
Yep.
And I
Yeah.
think it's what tries to sell. My brain tries to sell me on Alabama. Using
Alabama.
Tom Hanks' voice. Yeah.
Alabama.
I mean, if you're gonna have somebody sell you on some,
Yeah, it might as well be Tom.
Tom
Hanks.
Hanks. Tom Hanks is a great pick. So you could
Mhm.
do a lot worse.
Well, just wait till the NFL. You can just throw a Houston. We have a problem in there.
There you go. All right. The last one in college for the weekend is the Big Ten Saturday night, 7:30 Eastern time on NBC. Number 19 Illinois, fresh off their upset of Nebraska. They travel to number 9 Penn State, who is 3-0, a 17.5 point home favorite. Over under in this one, 47.5. Sean, we'll go with you.
Heard that line.
Man, every time Penn State plays a ranked opponent, I want to pick that ranked opponent every time.
Do it.
I want to pick them to win outright. I want Penn State off the board. I want them knocked down a peg. I don't know that Illinois can pull that off.
Just do it.
I don't know if Illinois can pull that much off, but what I can tell you is that I don't think Penn State is 18 points better than Illinois. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to take Illinois to come out firing. I'm going to take them with the points, and I am going to say it's going to be close enough that both teams have to fire. That's a lot of points, though, for a Penn State game. 48. I guess they're assuming that it's going to be like 27, 24. Yeah, give me the over. Why not? I've done it every other game so far.
All right. Very good, Matt.
I will take the over here for sure. I think that's a pretty safe bet. Illinois has a pretty decent offense. Sean, they struggle with ranked opponents. They struggle with Bowling Green. So give me the Fighting
One of my
Illini
favorite
plus the
greens.
17.5 points. Give me the Illini straight up. I'll throw money on that.
Ooh.
Oh, let's go.
I will take the
Man.
Fighting Illini money line this
10 toes
weekend.
down, Matt, on that one.
Absolutely. I won't put it
did
in
what I
the
couldn't.
parlays, but I will take that money line.
Go. EJ.
Definitely the over. But I think Penn State will win the game, but definitely take Illinois in the points without question. That's way too many fucking points.
All right, Mikey B.
Sooner the game, Kyle Nash has the Nittany Lions in the over.
Ooh.
I'm bold enough.
He's rolling on the Illinois is overrated, even though Penn State's the most overrated.
Yeah.
So they're
I'm
both
bold
okay.
enough to do it. I'm crazy enough to do it. I'm going to do it. Give me the Illini. Give me the Illini outright.
Wow.
Get Penn State the hell out of here. They're scam artists. Give me the Illini, but give me the under because I think the Illini are the only team that scores in this game.
Oh, I like it.
Wow.
I like the play.
Dang.
Not only take the L, but get embarrassed at home.
Jesus.
Let's take a
I
look
hope-
at what this.
I don't say this very often for that gentleman in the upper middle right there. But I hope you're right.
It's a bold strategy, Cotton. Let's see if it pays
Yeah,
off.
I think
Here's
that's
the deal. Penn State gave up 27 points to Bowling Green.
Yeah.
Okay, now look, I was watching this week. I've been kind of because Bowling Green they've played a fairly tough schedule for
Right.
Bowling Green,
Look,
and they've been the thorn in the side of a couple teams here.
right.
I
like,
think they might be better than we're giving them credit for in this analogy. But if you're going to claim to be a top 10 team,
that's the point.
you got to
Yes.
slap them around.
Right. That's
Exactly.
the point. If you're a team that some people want to try and make a case for a potential Big Ten championship, top 10, playoff run, you can't be having. You can't.
I
be
think
having
you could
stuff like
just
that.
throw away the rest of Penn State and Ohio State's games for the year. Make them play each other every week until the end of the season. I don't think Penn State wins one.
Plus 650.
And look, I say that
odds for the
respectfully,
Illini
considering what
money line.
Notre Dame's done at home this
Well,
year.
sure. I don't. You put Notre Dame against Ohio State, I think we would have a hard time winning. one.
Yes, I'm
Hey,
glad we don't play that game
we
this
don't
year.
play that one this year.
Yeah, first off, over for sure. Without question, if you're betting this game, take Illinois with the points. There is no chance Penn State's winning this one by 18 or more. Not happening. I don't give a shit that it is the night game, whiteout game, and all that bullshit. Do not care. This team's not 18 points better than anybody except apparently Kent State.
I mean, honestly, the 5 of us and 6 random people off the street could be 18-point favorites against Kent State this year.
But also, man, I trust James Franklin in a big game less than I trust Brian Kelly in a big game.
Oof.
Give me Illinois to win this game Saturday night in Slappy Valley. I can't wait to read the headline Sunday morning from the local papers. That's going to
Well, I'll
be a
tell you what.
beautiful thing.
It sounds weird, but thank you, Kyle Nash, because this was almost as unanimous of a pick as Georgia steamrolling Kentucky, and I don't know what Kentucky watched, which clip of this podcast they watched, but they made us all look silly in that game. So
They
the
were,
last thing I wanted was a unanimous pick Illinois. So thanks, Kyle Nash, wherever you are.
Agreed. Joe has Illinois in the under. Devin has Penn State in the under. Joe says Penn State needs to lose somebody besides Michigan and Ohio State for once. I agree. He said whiteout. Also, whiteout does not erase the fact that James Franklin is their coach. That is also
You can't white out your head coach.
no.
Can't do
Correct.
You also shouldn't either because he's a black head coach. You probably shouldn't white him
that. Yeah,
out.
probably not a good look.
But also
No.
seems like a problem.
Not a good look.
Probably-
Mm-mm.
Probably
touch that anymore.
shouldn't. Just probably shouldn't do that.
Nope.
I'll go ahead.